Hello, today we will see what are the reference variables in C++. Reference variables are nothing but alias created for the variables which are already declared in a program, or we can say that these are the alternate names for variables. Syntax for this reference variable is data type ampersand reference name equal to variable name. Here the data type of the reference variable must be same as the data type of the variable name for which we are creating alternative name or the reference name. For example, if total is variable of type integer and for that total I want to create a reference variable by name sum, this sum must be of type same integer as that of total. So this ampersand means that we are creating reference of this particular data type. So this reference name and the variable name, both data type should be same as mentioned over here. So when the reference name is created in a program, we can use either this variable name or the reference name alternately whenever required. We will see how to use this reference variable. Here we will see one small code for the reference variable. As I just told about the variable total, here one integer variable total is declared, value is assigned as 100. Sum is reference name or the reference variable used for the total. Remember that the initialization of the reference variable must be done at the time of declaration only. Means sum is declared and the initialized by the value of total. So that means if sum is a reference variable for total, the value of sum and the value of total will be same 100. Now how it is done? So sum and total both are sharing same memory location. Memory locations are shared. That means even though we are accessing value of total or value of sum, whatever it is, indirectly we are accessing the same memory location, so value will remain same. Here we are printing value of total, so definitely as total is declared by the value 100, value of total will displayed as 100. Even though I am using value of sum, I am printing value of sum, but sum sharing the memory location of total, it is alias or the alternate name used for total, value of sum will also displayed as 100. Here we are incrementing the value of total by 10, so it will be 100 plus 10, that is equals to 110. So when we display value of total, we will get the result as 110. Even though we are displaying the value of sum, that will be again 110 because this is reference for the total. So whatever the variable we are using, either total or sum, both are nothing but used for the same memory location. Same memory location is accessed by the different variable names. So when sum will be equal to 0, it will also show value of total again as 0. So when we print here value of sum, it will be 0, and here also value of total as again 0. So this is hand run. When we compile and execute this, we will get the same result. Let us see what is the output. Here I am doing compilation. So program is compiled. We will execute this. So after the execution, as here total is 100, then sum is also 100. We have incremented the value of total by 10, so total is 110. Similarly, sum will be also 110. When total is 0, sum is 0 as well as total will be 0. So same as per the expectation, the output is same. So this is a simple program where we have just used reference variable, but the interesting use of this reference variable is within the function. Here I have written one small code. So this is one function, void f int, void f is name of the function. I am passing a single argument, integer n. Inside the function, value of n is incremented by 10, and we are displaying the value of n. So I do some changes over here. I cut this code. Instead of this, I write a different code. I declare one integer, int m equals to 100. Okay, I take only 10. Int m equals to 10. Now we call function f in bracket m. M is the actual parameter which we are passing within the function. After calling the function, so before calling we will print the value of m. Cout. Here I write m before function. We will print value of m. After executing of the function, we will again print value of m. Cout. Here I use new line. I add here clr scr to clear screen. So after execution of the function m after function. Okay. So when this method is get called here, value of m, we will handle this code first. M is having value 10. After that the clear screen will happen. So as value of m is 10, here before calling the function, value of m is as it is, that is 10. After calling the method f, here we are passing actual argument m as 10. So here value of n is actual value is 10. So it will be 10 plus 10, that is equals to expected value as 20. When we'll print output of this n value, that will nothing but n equals to 20. When we'll come out of this function, control will come over here. It will execute this line of code, and here we will get value of m again as 10. So even though within the function we are getting the value as 20, outside the function it is remaining still 10. So that is because first we will see the output. We will run this. alter. Okay, compile, execute. So m before function 10, n equals to 20, m after function 10. As per the expectation, we are getting the result. So why this has happened? So when we are passing this argument m equals to m to the n, so memory location of m is different, memory location of n is different. So it is not sharing the memory location. Both the variables are different. So even though value of n is changed over here, it is becoming now 20, but value of m remaining as it is because memory locations are different. If what are the changes done over here, what are the value updated over here, I want to reflect these changes to this m by using the function. Then how it is possible? So for that, very interesting use of reference variable is, instead of a simple argument, here I can use a reference. Same code, simply I have used here ampersand n, that means here I am using reference. Remaining code is still as it is. So m is again 10. Before function call, value of m is 10. When f of m, when we are passing m to the function, so here actual this evaluation of the statement is, it is just like int ampersand n equals to m. And what is this? This is as per the syntax of our reference variable. N is nothing but alias creator for m, or n is reference variable for m. That means memory location of n and m, these are same. So because of this, what are the changes we are doing on n, same changes will get reflect on m also. So changes done on formal parameter will be reflected to the actual parameter also, and because of that, value of this m now will become 20. So this is expected output. Let us compile. So I save this, save the changes, I compile, I execute. See, the result is before m before function is 10, value of n is 20, and m after execution of function is 20. So because of the reference variable we have used over here, the changes are reflected to the actual parameter outside the function also. Okay, thanks for watching the video. Keep watching.